Street Champs, come get put on. Today I'm in here with media producer, man of many hats, AP.
Hey, man, appreciate you.
Hell yeah, man. How you doing today?
Not too bad, man. Appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Of course, man. I mean, I see you doing your thing, and I would be lying if I said I didn't watch your shit, before I knew you.
Okay. That's. Hey, I appreciate the love.
Oh yeah, for sure. So for the people that like don't know exactly what you do, give them a quick thing. Like you do your own podcast too, right?
Yeah. So we kind of, like you said, a multitude of things as far as many hats. We run a podcast on YouTube, Gas or Trash, where we kind of mix a vibe and bud. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Blue Cool Out. They always supplying us with the gas. So we get a bunch of different strands. We check them out, but we don't want to be single hand like one shop. So we go to different shops and try other strands as well. So all around the world, we've been to Chicago, we've been to Vegas. So just trying to make it.
Are you paying for the weed, or do they give it to you?
It depends on the shop. So some shops, they will give us buzz to try. Some shops we pay for it. Just trying to get the exposure out. So the bigger we get, hopefully we ain't got to pay for everything.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. We are also sponsored by a really cool dispensary here in town. So that's why I ask,
Okay.
You guys could definitely get it for free. You guys are almost at 1,000 subs.
Yeah. So we're growing almost at 1,000, like 930 something right now, and about 150,000 views. So it's growing. Appreciate everyone that's tuning in, checked in. So all the hustlers and stoners, just trying to mix that together. So.
Yeah, respect. That's cool. All right, before we get into all that stuff, I want to go way back. How old are you?
I'm 28.
28. Where are you from?
I'm from East Chicago, Indiana.
East Chicago, Indiana?
Yeah, see, it's there. It's on the borderline. If you drive 5 minutes that way, you're in Illinois.
Oh.
So it's like on the borderline. But you're still, Chicago, Illinois is all right there. So.
Okay. What age did you spend out there? Like, when did you come to Colorado?
3 years ago. So I'm freshly new, kind of still here. Really? I spent my whole life pretty much in East Chicago, Gary, Indiana. So Northwest, kind of that whole atmosphere there, anywhere from there. So shout out to all of my people there that's tapped in, and appreciate them, tuning in and helping us grow.
What's Gary, Indiana like?
Murder capital, just feel like that.
Of Indiana?
The murder capital of the world.
Oh, of the world?
Put it in your Instagram right now.
No, my phone's recording.
It's going to say murder capital right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
How many murders like a day?
I don't know. I don't keep up. I have been out of that situation for quite some time. But, shout out to everyone that's still thriving in that situation.
Damn, that's got to be crazy. Like.
Yeah, it's not the best vibes all the time. But that's what we out here trying to do. Change the narrative. Give people opportunities to show, hey, you can make it out of anywhere.
Yeah. I think when people think Indiana, they're probably thinking like, what the fuck is in Indiana?
Yeah, see, if you from Northwest Indiana, you from Chicagoland area. That's what we call it, Chicagoland, Northwest Indiana. So that's kind of what we do. Anything past Gary is cornfields. Like, it's not really much unless you go to Indianapolis, which is like 2 hours out. So I personally don't go to Indianapolis. I'm more of Chicagoland, East Chicago, Gary, Chicago downtown. That's my stomping grounds. So that's where we go.
Well, what were you and your friends doing for fun growing up?
I'm big on family. So like my family is kind of where I spent all my time. All my brothers and stuff is kind of my age. So my cousins, so shout out to all them. We did go-kart, and we lived on a dead end. So like, I lived here, my cousins lived here, my other cousins lived here, and my other cousins lived here.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so we lived on a dead end, kind of secure from everyone else, and had our basketball courts, had our bikes, had our go-karts. We grew up together, so it was a vibe.
So you weren't really getting into like the I'm guessing, was it gang stuff? Why were they killing each other?
Yeah, I mean, to each his own. Where I'm from, it's like you more so neighborhooded off. So this your neighborhood, and go from there. I mean, don't get me wrong, we still have our people that we have lost, RP Chopper. So we have people that we have lost and had our ups and downs with that, but luckily my family has been away from that for quite some time. So it's been peaceful, you know, so these last 8 years at least.
Wow. Okay. So you guys were kind of like going outside and playing outside more kind of kids.
Yeah, ain't no on social media back in those days. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm right past that age. Like, I just started getting into social media because I got a camera.
Yeah.
Like, if you know me personally, I didn't do social media 2-3 years ago. I didn't do none of that. So, social media, I was so focused on, you know, just building. I had my daughter that I kind of grow for. So I kind of teach her that you got to set these goals and knock it out. So like I said, before cameras, I was electrical engineering. Like, I have a degree in that. I went to school for that. So I pivoted because I'm like, it's cool, but that's not what I want to do for the rest of my life. You see what I'm saying? So I taught myself a skill, cameras.
That's a nice camera you got there. What kind of camera is it?
A Sony A7 IV.
I don't know what the fuck that is. That's cool though.
Yeah, so I just got done shooting some photos for my homie Floyd. So shout out to I Am Floyd. Make sure you follow him on Instagram.
Can I hold it?
Yeah, you can check it out.
Let's see how heavy it is. The people. Yeah, that's pretty heavy, bro.
Yeah, we just shot the Troy Good winning video with that, so that's gonna drop here today.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we've been shooting that all week. Like I said, producing kind of anything. We do basketball stuff on the weekends. We just did some photos. We did commercials, promos. So anything that the camera kind of records, can record.
Wow. So you kind of mentioned you have a daughter.
Yes.
How old is she now?
2 daughters actually.
Oh, 2 daughters.
Yeah, I have a 9-year-old. She's just turned 9.
Oh, wow.
And I have a 2-year-old.
Wow. So you were a father at what? 22?
Well, 20. Yeah.
20? Damn.
Yeah.
How was that like?
That's the deciding factor of, hey man, you gotta get to it. You got responsibilities.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I went to school to be an electrical engineering. So I went to school for electrical engineering. I worked in IT from 19 years old to now, pretty much. So I went to media full time.
Excuse my ignorance here, but what does an electrical engineer do?
So electrical engineers, more people like take stuff apart and rebuild it. So anything from circuit boards to relays and stuff of that nature, we kind of dissect that, troubleshoot, analyze, repair.
For who?
I have done electrical engineering work or IT work for hospitals, security companies. So most recently, my electrical engineering company was Allegiant, where we kind of troubleshoot commercially operated pedestrians buttons. So like if you go to any commercial locations and you see the handicap buttons,
yeah,
you hit the button and it opens the door. I'm the guy that fixed that or installs that.
Oh wow.
So
damn, that's crazy, bro. I feel like no one thinks of that. You know, like
somebody has to put that up.
Yeah, someone has to put that up. Yeah, it's true.
And when it breaks, somebody has to repair it. You know what I'm saying? So
is it hard?
It just depends on what you know. You know what I'm saying? So I went to school for years of diving into building alarm systems and windmills and all kind of other stuff. Like I have so much projects on my phone. It's crazy. You're like, you built that? I was like, yeah. But that's all previously before cameras.
That's crazy. Wow. So are you still with your daughter's mother?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that in recently single too.
Yeah. So man, shout out to her though. She's
that's sometimes for the best.
Yeah, man. Sometimes the media world, I guess, can get a lot. Especially, I went from the last 3.5 years from working from home till now. I'm out all the time, so it's a balance, and communication can dwindle sometimes in that balance. You got a lighter, my guy?
I do. There you go.
Appreciate you. So yeah, so off to new goals, new journeys in the new year.
Oh yeah, I think to kind of relate to that, we started our channels at exactly almost the same time, like 2 months apart or a month apart, which is kind of an interesting, like cool, like little thing that we could talk about. My friendship circle has like changed drastically.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, like I think you're meeting way more different people, and like, you know, some people are like better positions in life and like elevate you faster than others. So like, I don't know, like why would you not want to spend time like, getting elevated, or, you know, elevating yourself?
Networking.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But what I learned is a lot of people don't have that vision. Mm-hmm. So networking is a vision that only you can see sometimes, depending on what you're networking. So, you know, I would encourage people to get a vision with someone that you guys can fully agree on. Mm-hmm. Like Hustle High was like a vision I had built with kind of like my family, you know what I'm saying? And then I moved out here and I left my family, but I still had Hustle High like in my head. And it's like, all right, how can I brand this or whatever? And the people around me was like, hey, you should record and do this and this. And it just kind of grown since then. So shout out to the friends that came in my life at that time that kind of helped push me, because I kind of lost sight of what I wanted to do. Like, I got here with this big vision, like, I'm going to come here, I'm going to sell shirts. Because originally Hustle High I was going to just sell shirts. It was going to be a stoner shirt brand. Mm-hmm. But eventually it's grown since then, you know. But once I moved here, you have to stabilize yourself. Because as any true creator, you can't think with a bunch of cluster in your head. So for me, I can't think at all if I'm financially not stable. Mm-hmm. So stabilizing myself was key once I got here. I was able to do that, like I said, working for electrical engineer jobs. So stabilize myself. It took me a little longer than I wanted to stabilize myself once I got here. So it kind of put Hustle High on the back burner. So I didn't get here and immediately start selling shirts and stuff like I wanted to. Mm-hmm. But people help motivate me to get back into it over the time.
Yeah. Did you come here knowing people?
Nah.
Oh, you came here fresh. But you came here with your daughter's mother?
No, I came here with my brother.
You came here with your brother? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
So me and my brother moved here, and shout out to my uncle. So I have an uncle that's here. So my uncle's here. He moved here from where I'm from like 2 or 3 years before. And he's like, yo, it's dope out here. Y'all need to come out here. And I'm like, bro, I'm in school. Like, I got stuff going on. I ain't got time to be moving. And it was adamant. He was kind of adamant about it. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I come out there and check it out. You know what I'm saying? So I flew out here, I think the summer before. And I just kind of just loved the vibe, chilling at the Disposable, getting weed, no hassle. And then I went back home. It's like, I think I went to jail for like a week. Wow. For some bullshit. Like, they pulled me over. I had like a gram of weed on me, maybe 1.5, a little bit more. And they was like, yeah, man, your license suspended. What? My license suspended? Yeah. You gotta go to jail. What? I gotta go to jail because my license suspended right now? Yeah, your license suspended. I think it was like Valparaiso somewhere. It wasn't even nowhere where I'll be at. Let's put it like that. So why is suspended out there? I have no idea. But I was suspended. I learned for a missed court date.
Wow. So
I stood in jail for a week for an eighth and a missed court date.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah. After that, I was gone. After that, I literally got home. 3 weeks later, I moved here.
What was your week in jail like?
Reading. I read a lot of books. I kind of just visualized about coming to Colorado and just get out of there completely. And then the old heads in there was pretty cool. So we just played a bunch of cards, listen to music. So they surprisingly have like tablets and stuff in there.
Really?
Yeah. So it was different. So, oh, this is a nice jail.
Like they have like Facebook and shit?
It wasn't Facebook, but they have like you know how like a Pandora, you have Pandora?
Yeah.
They have an alternative Pandora. Mm. So I was in there listening to music. You had to pay for it, of course, but I was definitely ready to get the fuck out of there. Just like that.
Mm. Like jail Pandora?
Yeah, like jail Pandora. They have that.
That's sick.
That's a real thing.
That's like all appropriate songs. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I was in there listening to Jail Pandora and just reading books at the time. So but shout out to the people I met in there. Like I had conversations with Jerry Projections 219. So shout out to Jerry, man. He's out there and back home doing a bunch of big stuff. So he was actually like doing his weekend visits at the time, and I was in there booked for 7 days. So we was in there having a conversation, and he was just telling me about all the stuff he wanted to do, and I can like vividly now like see Plato's nightclub in Gary like is thriving these days. So shout out to him.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Top off. What age exactly? You said 3 years ago, so you were what, like 26? 26.
Right before, about 3.5, 4. So I had just got here like right after my birthday. Mm-hmm. So about 25.
25.
Yeah.
So you know, like I guess like how was it moving to this new place as an adult? Like, you know, it's tough to make friends and shit.
Yeah, I never really had a lot of friends. Mm-hmm. All my friends have always been family. I got a couple people that I associate with, but I have always met them. Like the bulk of my friends that really I call my friends through basketball. Mm. So that's still true to this day. Like I get here, I go to a court, I play basketball. Mm-hmm. If we, meet or mesh after that, then it's cool. So shout out to my homie Boy. That's kind of like my homie. Like I met him day one out here playing basketball, and we've been still playing basketball to this day. Like I just left him playing basketball 30 minutes ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's kind of just how I met all my kind of friends. Yeah, basketball. That's kind of what we share in common. And then from there, it's like, oh, you smoke? Cool. Let's just hang out. Mm-hmm. And then from there, it can become friendship. So shout out to my homie Boy that I run the podcast with. That's the one with the dreads.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then the other one's my brother. That I actually moved here with. Mm-hmm. So shout out to him.
Where do you guys film?
In my garage. Yeah, well, in my house garage. We'd have, as you see, revamped it where it doesn't look like a garage, but mm-hmm. It's just a garage.
Yeah, that's kind of the same idea here. It's not a garage.
But yeah.
I wish I had a garage. That'd be sick.
So yeah, man, we kind of just took the time, me and my homie Boy, installated it because it wasn't insulated. We had to insulate it, put the little silver up and put all that up, and then start hanging pictures. So yeah, we took our time with it. Wow,
that's cool. So let's drop back. So you get here, you meet Boyd and stuff, and I guess like what are some other things that you've noticed that have changed within the last year that you've had your channel?
As far as the channel goes,
or more like in your personal life, how it kind of relates, how the channel growth relates to your personal life.
Yeah, I mean, opportunities. The channel has led me to opportunities that I thought I wouldn't have before. So mm-hmm. I'm just blessed to be in that realm. Mm-hmm. So shout out to everyone that's support the channel and support me. Mm-hmm. So the channel has definitely grown. Like I said, we was not expecting to be at 900 something at this point. Like we smoke and listen to music, it's the same shit everyone does, but we wanted to just kind of show our vibe to the people. We was hoping to get 500 people by the end of the year. When we surpassed that, and we was hoping to get 100,000 views. We surpassed that. So now it's like, let's see how far we can grow it. We just turned the fucking bullshitting around to a business. Like, so mm-hmm. That's kind of our mindset behind it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you guys definitely have fun with it. I was watching some of you guys' shit. I on this channel, I don't think we've hit 100,000 views. I think we're at like 90 something. But that's cool. What's your most popular video?
I think the most popular one is the Lil Durk episode. So the Lil Durk one says like, it's at 6,000, I think.
Wow.
Something like that.
You guys are reviewing a music video or?
Yeah, some like most people in the world, you go home, you smoke, and you gonna turn on some tunes. Mm-hmm. And our vibe, you know what I'm saying? Most people go home, watch TV or whatever. If that's do that. my world, we're gonna go home, we're gonna smoke after work, turn on some vibes, kind of just wind down. That's kind of what we want to share to the world. So all the new videos that's dropping, we just like, just check them out on camera. So instead of, we normally check them out in our living room, like most people, but we was like, let's build something instead of smoking, being lazy. Let's change the narrative, hustle high.
That's where the name came from?
Yeah.
Oh, I see that. Okay.
Yeah, so the name is kind of like changing the narrative, elevating your mindset, hustling at a higher level.
Word. Who made the name? Who came up with it?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, me and my brother, Chew. So shout out to my brother, Chew.
Give me like that, like we got just sitting down at the dinner one night or what?
Sitting down in the car, smoking. Like, bro, we got to do something different. And he was like, man, we should. Like, my brother is an artist, T.L. Capone. Like, that's my brother. He's an artist. He's really dope. And we wanted to we have the computer. We wanted to start making beats and, creating that production company. Like I said, we're from a small area. We don't have them many opportunities to do that. So we was like, let's brand ourselves. We didn't want to be like anyone else, just trying to be unique. So we took some time, and I don't even know how we came up with the name, but we were smoking, and that's what we came up with.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it's catchy. So that's what we stuck with. So, but like I said, we just wanted to, at this time, this was years ago. So at this time, my brother was still in high school, and I was pretty much still in college. Like, I'm still trying to figure out other shit. Like, I gotta stabilize myself. So it was like smoking, kind of like, not being like more realistic as it is today. It's like, man, we should do this, we should do that. Yeah, we got this computer. I had just bought my first Mac computer. So we had Logic Pro in there. We had, some editing software as Adobe, but we didn't know how to use it. So it's like, who's gonna learn this shit? But we just took our time. So
who was the one that learned that shit?
It has been split. So my brother, he records himself. He has a mixed album on Apple Music. Check that out. So T.L. Capone, check that out on Apple Music. He records all his own music. So he did more of the audio stuff, and I did more of the video stuff. So we kind of just split it up like that. And now we kind of have a team.
That's cool. It's really interesting. What about like bringing people on and losing them? Has that happened?
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on what level of bringing on. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I don't try to get too personally involved with people, but that's how I have always been. So if we connect, like, we can have conversations, but to be like chilling, personalized, playing, going places, hanging out all the time. Like, if you're not my girlfriend or family, I'm not really trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can chill, cool, probably go play basketball, whatever, chill, smoke a little bit. But I'm going to want to go home because I'm an introvert. So I just like to have my space sometimes. Nothing personal to nobody, just me. So I don't really connect as far as business-wise with a lot of people, but I have had connections where we felt as if we finna be more business-related, and it have went south. So I just be cautious, of people's energy and their work ethic. So I'm very analytic of your work ethic of anyone I meet. You know what I'm saying? Not personal. It's just like that's going to determine how I can work with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my work ethic already. So.
Is there like a? Well, I guess I'll relate it to myself. I feel like it's kind of like cool bringing people on. You meet new friends, and then like if we want to grow as podcasts and businesses, we're eventually gonna have to fire people and like be like, hey, you can't do that here anymore. Or like, I don't want. There's lines that have to be drawn at some point every now and then. Like, I started making people sign contracts.
That's where we're at. It's like, bro, contracts is key. You know what I'm saying? Because people, at this point, I have people pull out all the time. Like, not all the time, but it's been like 3 people. And it's like, all right, now we have to, be a little more. We turn the hobby into business. So on the business side of things, you just can't do that. As a friend, whatever, cool, coworker, relative, mate, is not. I'm not that truly invested. But now that we have turned this into a business, it has to be like repercussions and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When you say pull out of what?
Just the term of the deal of whatever we're
Mm-hmm.
Agreed on of whatever. So I had people, do that, and quote unquote, I was the bad person, but I'm pretty honest with everything I do. Like, I'm an open book. So if you have a question, all you gotta do is call me. So most people don't get that, and I run into people that's older than me, but not more business savvy. So it's like I meet them and they're like, they're kind of like giants to me, like, oh, you got this and this and this, and then I actually see your operation and stuff, and it's like, bruh, I do more on my own. Like, I don't really need all this extra commotion you're bringing with me. So sometimes I learned that if you want stuff done right, you just got to do it yourself. So that's kind of my mindset with stuff. Because I started out with, like I said, I had a whole team of people that wanted to help build this out here. Like, and it just didn't go that way. Initially, I wasn't even the cameraman in my own stuff. It's like, we had another cameraman, we had people that wanted to be like a promoter and all that, and it just dwindled. Some people fire is not the same.
Yeah.
So they do it for a couple months or do it for a little bit and they be over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think, I'm kind of the opposite. I think I like working by myself, but I like that dynamic of like have like a bunch of people here. And
I don't like to record by myself. So if you see most of the videos, you don't see me by myself. I would just rather not do it. So I'm still learning to be comfortable on camera by myself. But if my homie is here, hey, let's record. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, why not? But by myself, I'm like, I just smoke. Because it's not going to give me that same excitement. So, or energy or passion, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. You see these streamers like fucking going crazy by themselves. I'm like, how the fuck do you guys do that for like hours? But the chat, I guess.
The chat, yeah. So I maybe need to start going live more, like just on my YouTube, and see how that goes. But yeah, as far as like recording, normally I wait. I call my, hey, what you doing? Hey, what you doing? And then my brother, his homie from high school moved out here, Trail. So shout out to him. That's my homie as well. And him and his girlfriend coming on the podcast and help as well. So that's been a recent addition.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, I don't know. You have good points though. When you want something done, do it yourself. But like, there's power in numbers.
There's definitely power in numbers. I agree. But quality, you know what I'm saying? I rather have quality people around me than just a lot of people around me.
Great point.
So if you're not bringing quality into what we're doing,
yeah,
like my team, like I said, right now I'm the head of HustleHigh4k. Like, I do all the editing, I do all the shooting, but I have other people that do go out. My homie boy, he does go out and shoot sometimes, and then I have other hosts and stuff that comes from my brother. Trail, his girl, my boy, and then we have an artist, Monty the Kid, that we work directly with. So that's kind of just how we built our team. We would like to get to like where we have a producer and stuff like that nature as well, but it has to be the right vibe. It's just I can't be with anybody all the time. So
yeah, and you're totally right. You have to be careful who you bring on. What about growing up? You have your mom and dad?
Yeah. So,
what was your relationship with them like?
I mean, me and my mom is amazing, and my dad is not the best at the moment, but growing up it was amazing. So I can't complain there. But I live with my mom, live with my dad on the weekends type shit. So they wasn't together, but I go over there on the weekend. every weekend, and it's cool dynamic. Never really had problems there. It's just different.
When did they get separated?
That's all my life, so I don't really remember them together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think. What do they think of your YouTube journey?
Heavily supported. My mom just asking me for some business cards right now to pass out. It's like, you need business cards to pass out here. And I'm like, all right, I will send you some.
That's
so
cool.
they have all the merch. They have the hoodies. They have the shirts. They have all of it.
Really?
Yeah. From my mom to my sister to my brothers to my cousins. Like, yeah, they all tapped in.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What made you want to get on merch so fast and heavy?
I was already, like I said, Hustle High was going to be a stoner kind of printing business. I wanted to print shirts. That's kind of how I got into it.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a bunch of those stoner designs and put them on shirts and just kind of do it that way. But diving into shirts, it was just like, okay, this is more work than I thought. And I'm going to have all this inventory and getting it off the ground. So I was like, all right, let's just do a brand, like, let's just brand the Hustle High thing. So I was looking for like a logo that we can kind of establish. So, and as most people, as most of my bright ideas come from smoking, sitting there smoking. I looked down at what I was smoking at the time, which was a pack of backwoods. These are game leaves though, so they've been going crazy lately. But at the time, it was a pack of backwoods. I looked down and said, damn, that logo's fire. Now look at my logo. It's a pack of backwoods.
Yeah, I was wondering where I saw that from. I thought I had a pack over here. But
yeah.
Nice. Are you printing your own shirts, or what, are you sending them off? Or?
No, we create everything in-house.
Really?
Yeah, so we keep the hustle alive at all costs.
Wow. What's that like? What does your house look like? You have the podcast studio in the garage. You got where's the shirt happening?
In the living room.
The living room.
Yeah. So
wow.
The computers in the living room it's just a whole production center. But right now we're building a space actually at Buku. So shout out to Buku for letting us have the space. So we're actually building a film studio now.
Wow.
So if you're looking to get booked real soon, we're gonna have a film and photography studio in South Academy in Colorado Springs.
Is that a medical shop or recreational?
It's a medical shop. We was hoping it passed for rec this past year, but it didn't. But the
could you scoot up to that mic a little bit?
Oh yeah, but the actual film house will be open to the public.
Huh. Wow. I think I saw that on your story. It looked really cool.
Yeah.
What's your relationship with that dispensary? Like, what's I don't know, how did that get started? I guess because that's kind of an interesting one.
Yeah, we just kind of started doing bud reviews. With, like I said, trying to find the best buds in the city.
Yeah.
Going to different shops. We went there, kind of reviewed it. We met a bunch of different owners at the shops, but once we met the owner here, we just kind of stuck. The relationship have grown, conversations, just more identical paths. They kind of fuck with what we was doing, kind of fuck with what they were doing, quality product, quality cameras, and just kind of grow from there. So, been blessed to do events for them. We did a reggae fest and a bunch of like Lazy Susie stuff. So, we got some other stuff coming this year. So shout out, look up for that. It's gonna be big.
Hell yeah! So, can you give us like a little hint or something? Can you talk about it?
Just know it's gonna be a growers ball.
A growers ball.
Yeah, so elite growers. So if you in this space and you know some elite growers, hey, look out.
Huh. like a gala of some sort, like a dance.
Like it was like a sneaker ball or something, but for growers.
Huh. Sounds cool.
Yeah, man. So we'll be in LA pretty soon.
Oh, that's in LA.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be in Springs. I was like, wow, I want to go.
No, it's private. It's like elite. I know the owner, so that's the only reason I'm getting there.
Yeah, that's sick.
It's invite only.
Wow, that's cool. grower's ball. So at what age did you start smoking weed?
So it's like, it's a journey for me because weed has always been around my life. Like my dad smoked weed, like my dad's friends smoked. It's always been around my life. So like, as a kid, you smell it or whatever. Man, what's that smell? It smells good, and you know it's always around. But I think I had to be like, I had to be like 12.
Wow.
So
Some would say that's young.
some would say that's young. That was the first time I smoked, but I didn't like become a stoner at 12 because I like I said, I hoop. So in my head, it's like I can't smoke and play basketball. You know what I'm saying? So I smoked at like 12 my first time with my cousin Jasmine. So shout out to her. She's been on my podcast as well when I go back home. She's a little older than me, so she had to be like 15 or 16 at the time. You know, most stoner ages. So she was with a group of friends. I was the next one coming up to be a teen. And they was out there smoking or whatever. And she gave me a shotgun. And I was just...
What is that?
A shotgun is like when she hit the blunt and blow it in your mouth.
That's kind of weird coming from my cousin.
I know, but I have never smoked, so I ain't know like to hit the blunt. You know, I ain't know how to like hit inhale.
Yeah.
So they had like gave me the blunt. And I was like, it's not doing anything. She was like, look, let me show you. And do it a shotgun. Gone. Gone. I was like the bike ride home, slow.
Damn, I would have asked one of her friends to do it.
So yeah, it was like that. And then fucking from there, I didn't really smoke like that. Like I was high from there, but a couple years had went past, and I think it was like 9th grade now, and then that's when I kind of like started smoking again. Mm-hmm. And then it was cool for a little bit. Like me and my homie Juan. So me and my homie Juan was out there. He used to invite me over, and we would go like smoke outside or whatever. But we was on the team, and I was like only doing it for like a couple months. And I was like, all right, now I gotta go like play basketball. Like this is not cool playing basketball.
Like high?
Yeah, at the time. So
yeah.
I had stopped smoking for a long time after that. I didn't start smoking again until like my senior year.
Oh well.
Yeah. So
how much is a gram of weed in? Is that East Chicago, Indiana?
Yeah. So East Chicago's these days it depends on where you get it from. So the Disposable is gonna tax you. Like now it's recreational.
Oh really?
Yeah. So when I go back home, I can hit the Disposable and shit now, but you can still get it, you know, the other way. But
how much is like an ounce in the Dispo?
And a Dispo, you're gonna be about 300 something, like 360. Like I'm thinking I paid $55 a eighth last time.
Damn, but like for like bottom shelf shit, or like top shelf shit. Like I'm looking like cheapest ounce I can get. I walk in the store.
I don't think they only have like one price.
Oh really?
Yeah, they don't even have like different levels. Yeah, they just newly opened like a year ago.
Oh wow, they're like, this is what we got.
Take
it or leave it.
Yeah, so they just starting to get their feet wet.
Wow, damn! Imagine I'm glad I grew up in Colorado, bro. I've always had this good kush.
No, yeah, I have not been blessed like that, my guy.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I remember like in like high school, like people like making dispo runs and just coming out with like fat ass packs.
No, not like I said, it's always been a thing in my family, so we always had it around. Mm-hmm. But it just haven't been open to the public like that back where I'm from. So shout out to my people.
In East Chicago, Indiana. If you're from East Chicago, drop a comment right now.
Man. Yeah, man.
Shout That's fire.
There. Yeah.
All right. So getting back into the whole timeline of things, where is how many brothers and sisters do you have exactly?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
4 brothers, 3 sisters.
All right, and just one of them is here.
Yeah.
All right, so the rest of them are back home still?
Back home or at school. Yeah.
Huh. Are you like in the middle or are you?
The oldest.
Oh, you're the oldest?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. All right, so how old is the youngest?
The youngest goes Who is the youngest? Christian is the youngest. Is 13.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
So you guys have like a big fucking. You.
Yeah, we were pretty big.
Dang. How's growing up with that many brothers and sisters? You guys pretty close to? You pretty close to all of them, or was there like fighting and shit?
Yeah, like I said, we were pretty close growing up. We spent every weekend together at least. So we did a bunch of stuff. Shout out to my family, man. We like I said, I'm heavily family orientated. That's all I do when I go home. I just hit my family houses, fly back in, work with a couple of people, and I fly back out. Like I don't really have a set group of friends that was like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Mm-hmm. I'm always been an introvert.
They all have kids and stuff? Oh, not the 13-year-old, obviously.
Yeah, not my brother does. That's here, and that's really where it ends. So it's just me and my brother. Like my sisters, that's right under me. They don't have kids, and then my other ones, like he just got out of high school, and everyone else still pretty much kids. So.
Wow, I think I have a Mexican, so I have a big family, but I think big families.
Yeah, like, I'm black and Puerto Rican. So.
Oh, for real, they make you a different person. Like if people with like small families, they're different. They just act different.
They're more like spoiled.
That could be the word.
Yeah, they just stuff comes a little more easier for them. For us, like we had to split more stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're not finna make food for 7 kids and 3 cousins and you know what I'm saying? Like 12 kids in there. You're not finna make food for 12 kids every night. Mm-hmm. So. Hey, you finna get $1 sandwich, a 50-cent sandwich, and some fries, or whatever. So we just had to appreciate what you have. So we didn't have a bunch, but we didn't know, you know what I'm saying? So we just appreciate every moment.
Mm-hmm. What's like I don't know, average income in over there? Is it kind of like Pueblo's like the lowest income in like fucking comparing like Denver Springs and
that's you in the slums, like I said, you in murder capital. You ain't where people are risking it all to get something.
Yeah. And
so like my house has been broken in plenty of times. At this point we bar our windows. Mm-hmm. Like that's how serious if I'm sitting right here, that TV's on and there's a camera system on, right? As we were sitting here. Like there's no such thing as not being aware.
Oh wow.
You have to be aware at all times.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like here now, though. You gotta fucking.
It has gotten a little rough out here.
Yeah, I bar up all my shit. Barred up.
You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta be aware of your situation at all times. Just where I'm from, so as long as you're on your toes, kind of keep to yourself, you should be alright. But even that is not enough sometimes.
Wow. So you said that one of your friends passed away, Shadi?
Not my friend, my cousin. So, my cousin was killed when he was 18. That just kind of had an impact of how I just, wanted to go about my life. So he was what you consider the rising star in the family. You can see he had a different motor. Mm-hmm. We used to talk all the time. He just had different dreams upon the normal person that lives in that area. So, and he was taken from us at 18, 19 years old. So
how?
Gun violence. So, little altercation with some people over some nothing that big and gun violence. So stupid stuff in the hood.
Wow. Did the person that did it get caught?
They both died on scene.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dang. How old were you when that happened?
I was said to be 12, 13. So like right entering that middle school, high school prime. It was,
yeah,
life changing.
He lived on the same cul-de-sac that you lived on?
Yeah. Like he was like the big cousin of everyone. You know what I'm saying? He was, hey, you need a couple bucks? You want something? You need this? He was making sure all else was good. He did his stuff to make him some money or whatever, but he didn't really bother nobody. So the altercation became something over a girl.
Oh.
So that's kind of how it grew.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What was he making music, or what you say he's a rising star?
Just his potential, his energy. Like as he can enter a room and you can tell like, yo, who is this? You know what I'm saying? So it was something different about him. Some people say I have that same kind of energy, but his energy was like that for sure. You know.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
I know it's cool. It's cool, man. Anybody know that I hoop with or been around me know that Chopper goes everywhere with me. So we shoot every day in the gym. I got him tattooed right here on my back, so that's what I call my AK when I'm in the gym. So
wow, when'd you get that?
10 years ago.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, so coming back over here, I guess in your YouTube shit, like, have you found, you know, are you happier than before you started, or do you think it's kind of wavered?
No, I'm cool. Like, YouTube is fun. Like, that's what we do for fun. I don't pressure myself. I have people that have reached out recently that's like, yo, can you promote our products on your stuff? And right now, we just focus on the audience. So we didn't even take the deal or whatever. So we're just trying to focus on our audience, build quality content for our audience, and go from there. So
I guess what I'm asking is, like, what's your mental health like with like creating and stuff? Because sometimes I know I get down, like, I'm like, damn, I don't want to.
Yeah, I just take a break. You know what I'm saying? So like Friday, it's just, hey, I don't want to look at a computer. I just want to watch somebody else stuff they created. You know, so I just chill, watch some Power for hours.
Really?
Yeah, and then go from there. So shout out to Raising Cane and shout out to 50.
Heard he's working on an 8 Mile one. That's gonna be good.
Yeah, you know, all the above. So I'm tuned in. I don't have the time to like watch every week. You know what I'm saying? So I just, when I'm feeling like, yo, media's enough, I got these shows that I've been waiting to watch, and I just kind of tune in, watch 4 or 5 episodes at one time, and then I see it again in 4 weeks, 4 months or so.
Yeah.
You know, so that's kind of how I do it.
And what about in like other aspects of your life? Like, are you mentally, like, are you happy?
Yeah, man. Like I said, I've been recently going through a breakup at this time, so I've been at peace with that. And it's just like breaking up around Christmas time is not the greatest feeling for some people, especially like when like I'm out here and I don't really have family. So I have my brother, so that's really where I was at. You know, so shout out to my brother. Just dealing with all that and coming to the new year is like, all right, let's just focus on building, you know. So brick by brick, building peace. I'm in a better position I've ever been in my life at this moment. So financially, physically, and just emotionally. So
Her loss.
hey, that's her feeling.
Like Drake said. Yeah, you know. She'll see in like a year, she'll be like, damn, I could have had it all.
Hey man, like I said, sometimes I can't give someone all my time right now because I'm building so much stuff. So that's a lot for the wrong individual for me right now. So, you know, time has to be like glorified. Like, yo, we got this 2 hours block to sit, chill, watch a movie or whatever we finna do. Let's make this immaculate. I don't have 8 hours to sit here to just chill with you, you know. But to each his own.
What about what's your relationship with like alcohol?
I don't drink.
You don't drink at all?
Nah, like I socially drink, you know. I'll take a shot or something. Hey, you want to take a shot? 1, 2. I don't do much after that.
Just weed?
Yeah. Just kind of, I have like ADHD, so weed kind of just keeps me mellow throughout the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just like a real medical thing.
Huh. So if you didn't smoke weed, you'd be like what, like all hyper?
Yeah, like in high school, I literally had a teacher look at me and say, "Bro, you need to go get checked out. You move too fucking much." Like, yeah.
Oh wow.
It's like,
you would just be like fidgeting in your desk and shit.
I'm moving now. If you've watched it, I've been moving since I got here. Like I have to. That's why I smoke, because it's like when I'm editing. Even when I'm editing, my mom's like, "Bro, why are you shaking?" Because I'm editing. Like, yeah, like
wow.
It's real bad ADHD. I don't sleep much. Like I sleep 4 to 5 hours, and I'm good.
Every night?
Every night.
Wow. So like what time? What's your sleep schedule? Like what time do you lay your head
12
down?
to 5, 12 to 6.
12 to 5, 12 to 6.
Yeah, and I'm back up. So.
Wow. And that's like by choice, or you just can't sleep?
I just don't sleep. It's just like, I don't know why. It's just,
like your body just doesn't like you to sleep past that.
Yeah. Like I'd be 4 or 5 hours, I'm gonna be up looking at my phone like, oh shit. Let me try to lay back down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like most people can, like I slept the whole day away. I have never done it. I have never done it. I have never been able to sleep the whole day away.
Wow. What's like the latest you've slept in recently?
The latest?
Yeah, like recently, like last year, within the last year.
10 o'clock?
10 o'clock, really?
Yeah. 10:30?
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll sleep like, if I don't work, I'll sleep till like 11 constantly.
No, I can go to sleep at 4 a.m. I'll be right back up at 10.
That's crazy, bro. And you feel like okay? Like you feel like energized?
I'll be fine. I just like, I don't know. Once I get to 4 or 5 hours of sleep, it's just like I'm up. I don't know. It's weird.
Up and twitching.
Yeah. Like I gotta smoke and then I'd be like cool or whatever. But yeah, no, I literally just had that conversation yesterday with my mom. She's like, bro, why is the camera shaking? I'm like, oh, my bad. I'm shaking my leg. It was shaking the whole table, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You know, while I'm editing. So
yeah.
it's like,
wow.
It's real bad ADHD. But shout out to Buku Lau and my medical doctor.
You never thought about getting on like, I don't know exactly what, Ritalin?
Nah, no, I just smoke. Huh. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really look at it to a problem until the lady told me that, and that was like 10th grade. And by that time, I'm like, I done lived with it my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Once
I got like older, and I like I said, I didn't really start smoking weed till I was like out of high school. Like, once I got older and started smoking, it was just like, oh, this is like chill. Like I'm way chiller than I was. I was just punching walls and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, beating people up and getting jumped and all kind of stuff right before this. Now I'm like, oh, I don't want to do none of that.
Really?
Yeah, so it just made me way more chiller. So, like, people meet me now, it's like, yo, you way chill. Yeah, because I've been doing all kind of for 10 years before this, you know. I don't really like doing all that no more.
So you used to be a bully?
No, not such a bully. I just always stood my own ground, you know. So where I'm from, there are bullies, like real life bullies, and people going to test you just to test you. And I just never been the one to be tested and not have, you know, some kind of fight behind it.
You've been in a lot of fights? I've
been in my share. Like I done broke my hand. Like,
oh wow, that's a scar. Yeah. How'd you do that?
Punching the guy in the face.
And it just like broke on your face.
I don't necessarily. I'll be in a mode like it's a snap. Once my adrenaline is there, it's whatever you want to do. So I try not to get there.
Yeah. Because
that can be dangerous for you or for me. You know what I'm saying? Because we live in a terrible environment back home, and I try not to bring that energy anywhere I go. Mm-hmm. So I don't really dive into like. Once my adrenaline gets there, I just kind of like woo-saw. You know what I'm saying? Like once I start to feel agitated, you either gotta go or I'm about to go because we finna fight. So I have learned to control that, but younger it wasn't no control. So once it blinks, it's two different people.
When was the last fight you were in?
It was on camera. It's on my YouTube.
Really? It's on your YouTube?
Yeah, I was actually, that's like right before I started YouTube, like really started Gas and Trash. I was out I bought my first camera. So I had just bought my first camera. I was out filming me doing basketball. This little boy came up. I had my daughter with me. My daughter's like 7 years old at the time, 8 years old. The little boy came up. We had the court, me and my homie boy. We had the court shooting around, put up some shots. The little boy came up and like hit my daughter, like kicked her or whatever. And like, and I'm like looking around like, yo, whose kid is this? Like out here kicking my daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So nobody said anything. All right, yo, how old are you, little boy? He's like 3 years old, 4. You know, little bad little boy at the park.
Yeah.
All right.
So beat him up.
Yeah, I ain't just thumped him on his little forehead. Hey, stop doing that. Go get your parents. You know what I'm saying? That's literally it. But the little boy is so scared. He's 3 years old, 4 years old. A grown man just approached him, thumped him on his forehead. He's in his shambles. You know what I'm saying? He's So boys like so me and my homie boy, I'm like, oh, let's just go back to the court, play basketball. Sitting there, playing basketball. I look and I can see there's a group of people coming. And the little boy behind them. So I tell my homie, like, yo, it's about to happen. And he's like, what? I was like, I can feel the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm big on energy. So we sitting there. Hey, yo. I'm sitting there shooting the free throws. He comes up. I can sense they're like irritated, but I'm not caring. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to talk. I didn't do nothing to your kid. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes. So I'm sitting there. I got the ball like right here. And he's like talking. Blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what he's saying. Oh, he asked me like what happened. So I'm trying to explain, you know, what happened. So I'm telling him like, yeah, your son's out here kicking or whatever, my daughter. As I'm trying to explain it, he reaches and tries to punch me. Like in the middle, like my camera's over there recording. We was shooting a workout. So
Oh, wow.
My camera's already recording. It's been recording the whole time. So we're shooting a workout. It stops. He comes over. So you can see me on camera talking with the ball. As I'm talking, like I'm pointing. As soon as I look like this, like I said, I'm from a place you have to be aware at all times. He thought I wasn't aware that he went back and tried to punch me as soon as I looked away. So as soon as he tried to punch me, I backed up. I threw the ball at his face, and then I hit him. And then his homie jumped in. I hit him 2 times, and then they didn't want to fight no more.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What race were they?
They was black.
Damn, I thought they were gonna be white, bro. I was like, this sounds like some terror activity.
No, they was black. I think the other dude was like Mexican or something. But yeah, long story short, they tried to jump me. Thought I was gonna be like scared or something. Didn't happen, and it's all on camera. It's all on camera.
Wow.
Yeah. So shout out to them though.
Have you seen him since?
Nah, I'm standing on my feet everywhere I go.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if your child like him, my child, and you weren't there to like discipline your child,
bro.
like it takes a village. You know, you're the village. You know, like
you know what I'm saying. I didn't go like strangle the kid, bro. Just hey, man, stop doing that. You know what I'm saying. I don't know who you are, but you out here like he was still trying to kick my daughter as I walked up to it. It wasn't like he just kicked her one time. She cried. No, he's like trying to repeatedly kick my daughter.
like how aggressively is he kicking her?
I mean,
like karate kicks? Or
no, just like leg kicking her. But it's just like, bro, who's kids out here kicking people?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's kind of just how it went. But it was cool. You know? They tried to jump me, but it didn't work.
Wow. That is not. So I'm going to go watch that video. I did not see that one.
Let's see. It's probably because it's back when I was like not really doing like gas or trash. Like it wasn't really like like I had it on my YouTube, but it wasn't really promoting it. It was like basketball stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so
nice.
It's on I think it's my Stoner Fitness episode. Yeah. Something like that. It's crazy.
Is that in the thumbnail? The fight?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna go back and look at it and see.
Yeah.
It's a reshare.
Change your thumbnail, yeah.
But yeah, definitely I was like, oh. We went back and watched it. It's like they tried to jump me. It's funny.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why was that kid so far from his parents to begin with? Anyway. Yeah. Damn. So that's like months ago. You've only had your channel for a year. You said.
Yeah, that's like not this summer, last summer.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was like before I started my channel. Like really started my channel. Like that was like trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my channel, with my camera, learning how to do my camera, such like that.
Yeah.
So I was going out recording like fucking league games and myself workout and open gym games. So shout out to all the people that was there when I was out there doing that. It's like, what are you doing all with this camera? I'm trying to learn it. That's what I was out there doing. That's people thought I was out there just recording for them or whatever. No, I was trying to learn my camera to learn how to use it.
Sounds awesome. Getting into like your camera journey. So you started with the workout ones, then you started doing the red mics or the podcast next.
No, it went from workout, like my own personal workouts, to the podcast.
To the podcast.
Yeah, so I wanted to really like hone in on shooting, like lighting, angles, all that. So I was like, gotta shoot something. Let's shoot a YouTube channel. So if you check out our earlier episodes, the cameras wasn't always positioning right, or the lighting wasn't always well, or something wasn't in angle. Yeah. So we just kind of grown to get that right, precise every time. So now when we go, we just didn't want to look like amateurs when we started meeting people and using the cameras. Like, hey, we shoot music videos, and not really knowing what angle to get and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we had to take the time. You guys, 10,000 hours. So.
When did the red mics come into play?
Red mics came into play really like last March.
Really?
Yeah. So as you see, I'm on my phone like most people. People are doing a lot of mic performances, and just worldwide. It's just like kind of a thing.
We do them here.
Yeah. So mic performances is just kind of a thing. We just wanted to put our own spin on it, So we was looking at a couple of them. One of the bigger platforms that does it for shooters, AZ Productions, who is out of Chicago. So shout out to them. We've been watching their videos for a long time, so because we're from that area. So he was doing a bunch of mic performances. We're like, bro, this shit is hard. Like, we think it's dope. How can we like put our own spin on it? Look around, like, damn, people are shooting a bunch of different mic performances, in their own different ways. So we just kind of looked out, like, what was out there as far as the mics goes, and we seen the red one pop for us. And then we playing with some settings in the camera and shit like that. It was like, yo, it's like, if we shoot it black and white and like make the red stick out, we can like kind of spin our own like spin on it. So we got a new red mic that we just shot with Naeem, the guy. Crazy. We just shot that yesterday. So shout out to him, and
wow.
Be looking out for that. But yeah, man. So we just kind of ideally, like, we just wanted to shoot it in our own way. We just wanted to offer people a mic performance in our own way, and that's kind of what we came up with.
Yeah, I like it. I like the aesthetic of it. It looks really cool.
Yeah, no, appreciate it. Shout out to Blurry Quan, 3K Quan. That's the first artist to actually like come in. We sat down. He seen the red mic, and I didn't even have it prepared. I had a vision of shooting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bought the red mic, and I had an idea of how I wanted to shoot it. The red mic had just got to me, and Blurry Quan came over. We shot an interview, and he seen the red mic. He's like, "Yo, I want to do it like right now," and I'm like, "Bet." You know what I'm saying? So I told him I'd shoot it because I wanted to see how it comes out. We just hung it up real quick. I didn't even have a stand at the time. We just hung it up from some fucking rails in the garage and shot it. So shout out to him for fucking with me to shoot it, and I'm going from there.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I really like those. We do some here, and it's kind of basic. We don't do anything to them. I don't play their lyrics. I let them actually have to sing it. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's a outlet to be creative, so it's not basic. Give you that. But we just wanted to take the extra step to do something different. Like, most people shoot them in 4K. Most people gives you nice scenes. We just really, like, that's why we added that black and white scene with the red. That's kind of make ours a little different. So hopefully the people fuck with it. You know, if you fuck with it, hey, we love you. Appreciate this love. So that's kind of just makes our slightly different. So if you see anyone, like we seen either other people shooting with the red mic, you know, but we haven't seen anyone shoot it like we shoot it.
Yeah, in the black and white.
Yeah, like the different scenes like that. So the two we do when we shoot one, we shoot 2 4K scenes in, you know, color, and then 2 4K scenes in black and white.
You shoot in black and white. You don't do it after.
Yeah, no, we shoot in black and white.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
what's the difference between doing it after and just?
I mean, it's no difference. I guess I can go in there and color grade it, but I like being able to
See what you're seeing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So when I pull up my phone, I can, you know, like the promo and stuff when I do Instagram looks like, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, it's, oh, damn. Hell yeah.
So I can't wait for this to drop. This will be dropping out February 14th.
Guy got good energy.
Right, it was like a concert. It was like live in concert.
Hell yeah. The way he caressed his body.
Shout out to look into Naeem the guy. My Body dropping February 14th.
My Body. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Damn, those dogs going crazy.
But yeah, man, that's kind of just been the journey, man. It's been blissful. Just feel like that. It's been a lot of time. Take steps to build anything like you guys here. You know, probably been on your own journey. You know, so I had to get you over and interview on yours.
Yeah, that'd be dope as fuck. What's next for you and your channel?
Just kind of tuning it in, man. Really just elevating it. If you've seen our episodes we just dropped this year, we only dropped 2 so far. We got a new book that kind of help us dive into the weed strains a little bit more in depth, as far as like tasting, anxieties and stuff. It helps with stress, appetites, all that. So we're trying to just be more chronic sewers, just more dive into that space, create more vibes. So I got Miney the Kid, which is our main artist. She was in a car crash last summer, so she's been kind of on the downside for the last 6 months. Just healing, getting back into recovery.
She got really like hurt bad.
Yeah, like she lost a leg. She's
fuck.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like most people wouldn't survive. Let's put it like that.
That's crazy.
So like most people would not have survived that. She's one of the strongest people I know. So shout out to Miney the Kid. She was already one of the realest people I know before the accident. So for her to even make it through the accident, like we have videos and stuff of the car and stuff, insane. They had literally had to peel her out the car. So she's lucky to be alive, blessed to be alive. But before the accident, we was out here winning a bunch of showcases, winning a bunch of opportunities just from her music. We was able to fly to Chicago, able to go to South by Southwest and just do a bunch of stuff as far as like building the groundwork for what we want to do. So shout out to all the people that's tapped in that we met through all those journeys. We finna really drop a project February 3rd and go from there. So that's kind of that's the next.
Wow. That's crazy. I got kind of caught up on your friend, but
yeah. So she's kind of if you see the red mic that's at the top of my page, that's her.
Oh really?
Yeah. So Miney the Kid, the one that's pinned to the top, that's the artist that we work with directly. She's right before that. Like we recorded the red mic, a month and a half later, she got into a car crash.
Jeez. That's insane.
So we was in the middle of working on some deals where we was finna go to Atlanta and kind of solidify some stuff, but it fell through once we got in a car crash. So it's cool. We just gonna work on our own independently and just get it.
Yeah. That's all you can do.
Yeah. So, it's kind of like the blessing in disguise because we was probably under the impression of some other stuff that we probably shouldn't have been in at the time. And time has given us like, yo, we really don't, need those outlets. We can just kind of do this on our own.
Yeah. So, all right. Next big video we're dropping, and I guess that's That's about it. What's the next big video you're doing?
Hey, the next big one is not quite booked yet, but the next big one is about to drop in about 2 hours. So Troy Good winning, man. Check that out. Yeah, we just shot that. We've been working on that all week. So shout out to Troy Good and Intercut Productions, for allowing us to have the opportunity to work and going from there, man. Mm-hmm. So it's going crazy right now. Gathered a couple thousand views already on Instagram. It's already, from my knowledge, to like 80 comments, 200 likes on YouTube, and it ain't even dropped yet. So
wow,
yeah.
I gotta get this question off. Top 5 Colorado rappers.
Top 5 for me. For what I'm listening to.
No, like Colorado rappers. Like I don't know.
I mean, like it'd be more for my vibe. If I had to pick top 5, it'd be more of my vibe, like what are more relatable to me. I don't pick top 5 based off numbers. So my top 5 would probably be my artist number 1, Monty the Kid. Number 2, I give him to, they call him AP. Number 3, I give to Troy. 4, Ray Reed. And 5, who do I like? 5, I would have to say a Colorado artist at 5 that I listen to that I don't necessarily work with. That's tough. That's tough. Let's see. The 5th one, I would get to TTLP. I fuck with his sound. Yeah.
Respect. I'm interviewing him next week.
Yeah, so even better. I would give him that. So as far as like, I don't want to branch everybody in my circle, but I fuck with everybody that's in my circle that we work with heavy. But out of my circle, all the artists that I have heard from Colorado, I'm biased at number 1. So that's just not going. Like I listen to Monty outside of her being just my friend, so like her music is that good. It's like, oh, you're really good. Mm-hmm. And I feel the same way about my brother Capone. So those two are like stars to me. Mm-hmm. But everybody else is pretty cool. Like I said, they call him AP. And another person that I like special guest, City Hollow. He has some nice bars.
He does have some nice bars.
Yeah, he's real confident when he raps.
Yeah, he tried to convince me the earth was flat. He was on here one time.
So yeah, I fuck with his sound too. Other than that, yeah, man, I just fuck with anybody that's trying to create a wave, especially if it's really unique. Like not a lot of people are pushing it, and especially if you're speaking something positive, So I'm not about all that gun violence and shit. I grew up in that, so it gets old.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good take. I'm definitely gonna make this a clip of you talking about that. Is there anything else you want to get off your chest? We've been doing this. We've been going for like an hour.
No,
an hour
man,
and 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty good. I appreciate everyone that's tuned in. Appreciate everyone that reached out and support. That want to work. We're trying to just work. That's really about the goal, the mindset. Positivity. Keep working.
Respect. All right, can you tell people where to follow you and like where they could check out your videos and stuff?
Yeah, man, you can check us out on all platforms at HustleHigh4k. Literally, that's kind of anybody else saying Hustle High, false. So don't check them other platforms. I've seen a couple other ones, but they not legit. HustleHigh4k is the only one. They jocked our name.
All right. Thanks for coming, man. It was a good time. Street Champs, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that shit. All right, y'all. Peace.